Nottingham Forest 1, AFC Richmond 0. Welcome to the player ratings. Good morning, good evening, or good night, wherever in the world you are. Whatever time of day you're watching this, hope you're having a fantastic day, and welcome to your player ratings. And Nottingham Forest scrape out a 1-0 result. Was it a bit of a hit and run at the City Ground? Who actually cares? The bottom line is the 3 points were the most important thing in this match. And if you took me back to 2 p.m. and you offered me a 1-0 scrappy game with the 3 points, I would have taken it 100%. Was I pleased with the performance? Not really, but that doesn't matter. It's Lower. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Look, in these kind of games where we're playing those teams around us, the result has to be the most important thing. There's no two ways about it. Do I want to see us performing better? Absolutely. But who cares? 3 points in the bag. So guys, welcome to the player ratings. Please get your player ratings in. The link is pinned to the chat right now. Go in there, rate the players from 0 to 10. 0 being crap, 10 being amazing. Your average is at 6. And for the subs, call an average 5. And we'll shout out what you guys decide on the player ratings. I just need to cough 1 second. Cough clear. Here we go. 1-0 to Forest. And I went 1-0 on the Predictor League, so I'm very happy. 3 points in the bag for me. All right, let's get into it. Before we do, if you haven't already, please do hit that like button. Subscribe to Forest Fan TV if you're new here. And let's get into these player ratings. And let's start with our sensational new signing. Oh, crap, I've got your scores up here. Get your votes in. There's only 65 of you so far who have voted. Let's get started properly. And let's have the ratings on there. Okay, for me, first half, he kept us from being 3-1 down with some outstanding saves. Some stupid defending from Williams when it came to that cushion down to Nonto. And Navas was ready and willing and able to go to it. I think let's put it this way, yeah. If Hennessy was in goal, it wouldn't have been 1-0 to Forest. It's going to be a tough one for Coops. Based on that performance, what is he going to do when Hendo is full if Navas keeps performing like that? He was fantastic. I can't think of anything he did wrong, to be honest. He was off his line at the right times. He was very quick at grabbing the ball. He had one poor punch. That's about as critical as I can be with him. You got to say his reputation preceded him today. Even his kicking was huge and big, man. He's the cat. I'm calling him the cat, and I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10 for me. I thought he was fantastic. Very pleased with that performance from Navas. It's a 9 out of 10 for Navas from me. But more importantly, what have you guys gone with for Keylor Navas, our newest signing? I think you're going to be about the same because we saw it just before we went live. As in, just before I went over to this screen. And you guys have gone for a 9.05 with 79% of you guys voting. Excuse me. Where's this cough come from? So let's get that score up onto the screen. Keep those votes coming in. You can see they're updating live. As soon as you press submit at the end, it is registered. Let's get Navas's score up on there for you guys. 2 seconds. I don't want that. I want this one. So we're going to put him down as a 9, basically, from you guys. 9.0. Fantastic debut performance. Really pleased with how he played. And let's move it on and let's talk about Williams. I think Williams is going to divide the opinions a little. Let's bring Williams on. Where are you, Williams? There you are. I thought that Nonto had him done in that first half. I think overall, in the second half, he looked a little better when he was played in midfield. But I'm still not convinced on him. It was when Aurier came on that they had to move Nonto across the pitch because Aurier just shepherded him and had him in his pocket. I think for me, Williams is better in the second half. I'm still just not convinced on him at all. He needs another year. He needs a bit more strength in his body. First half, that cushion down thing he did for Nonto, if it wasn't for Navas, this could have been a whole different game. I'm going to give him a 5 out of 10. I'm going to give him a 5 out of 10 for me. What are you guys going to give him is the real question. Shall we have a look? What are you guys saying in the chat? Williams is not Prem, says James. Shanai Noon saying 4 first half, 7 second half. Williams had a good game, even though he's unconvincing at times, says Owen. 7 from Tim. David saying a 5 for him. Let's see what you guys as a chat, as a collective said, and you have gone with a 6.31. Interesting. I think that's a little high personally, but hey, you are the majority and you have spoken. A 6.32. Where's this cough coming from? Let's get him up there. 6.3 from you guys. I love this player rating. I really do. How are you guys finding it? I hope you like it. David saying that's high. What do you guys think in general? Did you expect you guys to have voted him that high? I don't know. I would have thought it would have been a little lower. Honestly, when you look at it, the second half, the difference when Aurier was in that position to Williams tells you how Williams was playing in the first half. But you have spoken and you have said 6.33. We go with what you say. You went 1.3 higher than I did, which is very interesting. Okay, let's move it on to Bollywood. Let's get that rating on and get Bolly up. For me, defender of the earth, so to speak, in today's match. He was huge, man. He was huge. I thought out of the two centre-backs, although I thought McKenna didn't do actually anything wrong, he was really good and really strong. And he was in the second half as well. Once Niakate is back and we got Felipe, Bolly and Niakate as 3 options, I kind of like how that's looking. No mistakes that I can think of. Even when Leeds got that chance in the first half, he used his experience and what he did was lean on the attacker there. From 6 yards out, made him miss it. I really did like his performance today. I'm actually going to give him a 9 out of 10. I thought he was really solid and really good. But what do you guys think? So, what do you guys reckon you went with? I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued to see this. Are you ready? 3. And keep your votes coming in. The link's pinned to the chat. So get involved in this. This is all about the Forest community together. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. You guys gave him an 8. Okay. You guys are harsh, man. What did he do wrong? I thought all game he was brilliant. But okay, the chat has spoken. An 8. I mean, 8's not a bad score. Let's not, beat around the bush here. 8 is a good score. GG's has got his mouth wide open saying that's low. You guys, I'll be honest, and you're a hard crowd to please, man. You're a hard crowd to please. I went 9. Immortal Wolf. It's your fellow compadres there in the chat that you need to be having words with. Seriously, an 8. My God. Harsh crowd you are, man. But fair enough. You've gone with an 8. It is what it is. Keith gave him a 9. I get what you're saying. He's probably just a bit below Navas, so you'd have to give Navas a 10 to give Bolly a 9. Okay, I can understand a bit of the logic, but I'm not convinced. I thought he was really good. Okay, let's go to his centre-back partner with McKenna. McKenna, I thought it was a better game from him. McKenna doesn't drive the performance. It's driven by the likes of whoever his partner is. If his partner's good, he seems to play it okay. I think McKenna was decent. I give him Bolly a 9, so I've got room to move here. Again, no real mistakes from McKenna. For me, he's about 7. I think a solid 7. I'm going to give him a 7. A good 7. I'm going to say a good 7. A good 7 for McKenna. Let's bring up my score. The question is, if you gave Bolly an 8, yeah? Oh, God only knows what you've given McKenna. Oh, wait, I said 7, didn't I? Sorry, I said 7. I was talking about what you guys said of Bolly. Are you guys ready? What do you reckon you've gone with? Townsend saying he was a solid 7. He's agreeing with me. Pretty shaky, says Stoney, is 6. He got turned a couple of times, says David. There's a lot of 6 and 7s. But let's see what you as a collective have done. 3, 2, 1. 6.9. We are not far off at all. I said 7. You guys have gone slightly harsher with a 6.9. Okay. I think I can respect that one. I can respect that one. I'm not going to have a go at you guys on that one. You're not a million miles off. I think 6.9 looks harsher than a 7, though, if I'm being honest with you guys. But it's your votes that count. It's your votes that count. Okay, let's move this dance forward and let's go bring up. Well, before we bring up Lodi, while I'm bringing up Lodi, I'm sorry to do it, but can I have a quick reminder? If you guys would be kind enough to hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, there's 320 of you in here. We're still in the defense. And there's only 67 likes. Can we just like that, please, in seconds now? Just get it over 100. It's free to do. And if you're not subscribed to FFTV, please hit that subscribe button right now as we are honing in on 9,000 subscribers. Thanks to all of you. We're now 4 likes away from 100. So please do hit that like button. And let's carry on as soon as we hit 100. There we go, 107. Keep those likes coming in. Keep subscribing to FFTV if you are new here. Okay, Lodi for me. I know you guys all accuse me of Lodi goggles. I think he was really good again today. Even when Nonto went onto his side, I didn't think he troubled him. Lodi for me is one of the best left backs in the league. He's really good. I don't remember anything bad he did. Although I would have liked to seen him advanced more on the attacking side of things, but it's not his fault. It was more so that we were playing such low block football. But who cares? We won 1-0 at the end of the day. I'm going to give my boy Lodi. I'm around an 8 for Lodi, to be honest. I thought he was pretty good. I'm going to go with an 8. I think 8 is fair for Lodi. But what have you guys done with Lodi? Ready? What do you guys think? What do you guys think you did as a collective? As a collective, what do you guys think? Legend Red saying a bit lazy today. That's why he's a 6. He's going to wake up saying 5. Am I being too high on Lodi? Bet MMA said he thought Lodi was excellent. Some 8s and 7s going in. All right, let's see what you guys did as a collective. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. 7.4. Okay, interesting. What did I say? An 8, so a 0.6 off there. Hey, see, we're not a million miles away from each other. 7.4. I think you guys are a little harsh. You're a hard crowd to please. Bearing in mind, we kept a clean sheet, which is down to the defense, in my opinion. I think you guys are harsh. I think you guys are harsh. Well, Navas, I agree with. 9 is good. Williams, I think you're a little high on Williams. BOLY, you're definitely low on BOLY. McKenna, I'm okay with. Lodi, I think you're half a point out. I think you're half a point out on Lodi. I can't read that.
Hangtech Park,
Hangtech Park, thank you so much for subscribing, you absolute legend. Appreciate the support. And Steven, thank you so much for subscribing as well. I do have Lodi goggles, but you have to admit, I'm right. I'm right. I remember when you guys were turning on him after Leicester and everything. You were turning on him. And I said, just be patient. He'll come good. Like I keep saying to Dennis. Anyway, that's not a bad score for the defense. If there's a mathematician out there, work out what the chat average is, please. 9, 7.4, 6.9, 8, and a 6.3. But keep those votes coming in as we carry on into the midfield. Danilo's going to be interesting. Danilo, I wasn't impressed with today. Let's bring up the big Brazilian. Danilo, have I got him here? I do. Danilo. I wasn't impressed, guys. I really like this guy. I just think he was a little rash with a lot of his play. He was kind of chopping in on challenges when he shouldn't have. That yellow card, I didn't like the tackle, to be honest. I think he wasn't up to the pace of the game in that one. I thought this game would suit him because it would be a scrappy game. But overall, I can see why he came off at halftime. I was actually pleased that the substitution came off at halftime. I feel like he may have got himself sent off as he carried on. Although once he got the yellow card, he did calm down and settle a little bit. Worst performance for me so far from Danilo in a red shirt. And I'm going to be quite harsh on him. I'm going to give him a 5. 7.52 is the average for the chat defense. Okay, not bad. We kept a clean sheet. I don't like our formation, says Wake Up. Yeah, we'll touch on the formation as well. We're going to run a stream tonight about 8:45. It's going to be called something like FFTV full time. We'll have a couple of panelists on, but you guys have the opportunity to call in as well. We can talk about the formation, the performance, the 3 points and everything. And also, we got the vlog coming out as soon as we piece that all together. So David saying I was harsh. I gave him a 5 or 6. Can't remember. Danilo a 6. All right, let's see what you guys have gone here. Let's see what you guys have gone. Are you ready? What have I said? 5. And you guys have gone. Yeah, a bit of a party stream, Si. 5.7. I think that's a little high. I think that's a little high. If I'm being, and you guys know I love our Brazilians. You guys know I love our Brazilians. I think there's some Brazilian goggles still being worn in that chat, if I'm being straight with you guys. Who's got their Brazilian goggles on? Who's got their Brazilian goggles on? Let me know. But a 5.7 from the chat for Danilo. Okay. Guys, if you're liking the new style rating, because you're all involved in it, let us know by just putting a like in. Let us know by putting a like in. It's the lowest score so far. It is, isn't it? Yeah, if you do it in terms of what you guys have scored, I understand that. That makes sense. But let's move on to Freuler the Ghost. You love the new rating, Forest on top says. That's good to hear. Okay, so Freuler again was quite ghosty, but I was really making a point to watch him on the pitch. And overall, he was okay. He did a Freuler. I think we can start calling it doing a Freuler. He did control that midfield okay-ish. I didn't think he was the best midfielder on there. For me, it was Mangala, but we'll get onto Mangala in a second. I'll be straight with you guys. I didn't notice him that much. That's just me being straight. So I'm going to give him an average 6 out of 10, I think. I tried to notice him. That's the thing for me. I tried to notice him and I didn't. Timothy saying he didn't even know Freuler was on. What are you guys saying? 9, says Keith. Of course you're going to say a 9, Keith, aren't you? Freuler should have been a secret agent with how unnoticeable he is. N2 saying 3, sorry Wolverine, but he just goes missing. I'm agreeing with you, N2. I'm agreeing with you, but I think 3 is a little harsh. Badger saying a 5. Some interesting ratings coming in here. Wake Up saying player goes missing. All right, let's see what you guys gave him, though. Let's see what you guys gave him. I'm not expecting high from him. 6.7. I thought you'd be like 4s and 5s. That must have been Keith giving him like 5 10s or something, or a 50. Oh, man. 6.7. I'm a little, wow. Wow. Guys, just quickly in the chat. Just right. Do you think, just put high or low? If you expected it, hold on. No, don't do that. Just put lower or higher, depending on that average. Oh, I'm wondering if there's a troll in there, a little Keith style troll. Wow. 6.7. Sean saying kind of fair. Should be lower, says Wake Up. Paul thinking lower. Way too high, says Wing. Higher, says Paul. He really splits fan opinion here. Lower. Rick saying higher. Higher, says Townsend, should be a 7. About right. About right, says Steve as well. About right seems fair. All right, okay. I mean, you guys put the vote in, so I would expect most of you to be like, yeah, it's about right, because that's what we voted. I think it's a little high. I thought a 6 would have been fair. But okay, you gone 6.7. Fair enough. Who am I to argue with you guys? We're all reds here. We're all reds. Okay, let's move on to Mangala. Where is Mangala? I thought he was really good today. Wait, let me just find Mangala. There he is. I thought he was really good today. I thought he was really good. In that first half, although I was pleased Danilo came off at half time, I would have personally kept Mangala on. I don't know if he went off injured or if he just couldn't get to his 60 mark. I thought he was really good. It was really nippy. For me, in the first half, the three standout players were NAVAS, BOLY, and MANGALA. So I think it's only fitting that I gave him. He was really good in the tackle, and he moved the ball forward a little bit. And I think we lost a little bit of something once he came off. I'm going to be a little bit generous on him, and I'm going to give him an 8. Keith's just given up. You guys have broken Keith. I'm going to give Mangala an 8. I thought he was good. Now, granted, he only played 45 minutes. But I was impressed with him. I felt it was more of the Mangala we saw at the start of the season than what we saw over the last few games. Do you guys agree or disagree with me? I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think 8's too high from me? Let's see what you say. 6.6! 6.6! I'm sorry, guys. That is too low, man. I thought. All right. It's opinions. It's opinions. It's opinions. 6.6. All right, higher or lower? Just let me know in the chat. What do you? I mean, you voted it. Don't blame me. It's 6.6. 6.6. Wow, that one shocks me. I'm not gonna. 6.6. Tim saying higher. Paul saying higher. 6.33 average for the three midfielders from you guys. In essence, you kind of are right. We did lose the midfield battle today. I think there's no two ways about it. But Mangala wasn't a 6.6. Whew. If you'd said 7, I would have like stomached it, yeah? 6.6. My God, man, you lot are harsh. 6.6. But that's why you guys have the power now and not me. All right, can we talk about MGW? Yeah, I feel like Bruce Forsyth right now. Higher, lower, lower, and higher, lower. Who cares we won? Exactly, Steve. Exactly. All right, Morgan Gibbs-White. For me, off the pace in the first half. You could tell he's recovering from an injury. These scores are too high, says Wake Up. Wake Up, speak to your fellow chatters, man. Nothing to do with me. I think in the second half, he was back to normal and he was brilliant. You kind of have to knock off a point for the first half performance, but he was looking silky and smooth again in the second half. The only problem was, and this isn't his fault, this is the way the team was set up, because we're not progressive enough on the pitch. He didn't get the chance to shine as much, and he was doing a lot more defensive work than he was offensive work. So I don't know. It's a tough one. I'm going to be, because I don't want to be accused of MGW goggles here. It's like a 7 or an 8 for me, somewhere around there. I'm going to give him a 7 just because you guys can't then say MGW goggles. I'm going to give him a 7. He wasn't himself in the first half, and I can understand it because of the injury. In the second half, a lot better. Look, if I was rating it like this, put it this way, I'd give him a 5 for the first half and like an 8, 8.5 for the second half. Therefore, 7 for me is somewhere about correct. But what do you guys say? What do you guys say? Let's have a look. 7.5. Okay, I'm okay with that. I'm not going to give you guys a ticking off for it. 7.5 is okay. 7.5 is okay. Steven saying, I'm in Florida, call me out. Steven, how are you doing, buddy? 2 negative today, says brainy but great result. Vic saying 7.5. You guys thinking that's fair, 7.5? Well, you guys voted it, so it's on you lot to decide. I'm saying 7.5's not too bad. I'm saying 7.5's not too bad. I'm not annoyed or angry with you guys. 7.5. Oh, wrong one. 7.5 I can make my peace with. Let's do that. Okay, 7.5, up he goes. All right, let's move on to Jono. Now, Jono's going to be interesting. That goal was probably our best finish of the season, if I'm being honest with you guys. I really did like the finish. He absolutely flushed it. If you remember, and you haven't seen the goal, it's on the community tab, don't forget. He really did flush that finish, and it was fantastic. Thanks, Wolverine. Made my daughter's day. Hey, hi to Steven's daughter. Hope the weather's a lot better over there than it is here. I don't know. Look, I'm just gonna be straight with you guys. I think Jono didn't do much else in the game. He tracked back quite well today, but the finish gets him a couple of points for me. But I still stick by what I've said about him. He's streaky. But you want a player who's streaky, I guess, in that position. I'm just thinking out loud as I'm discussing it. Colin saying, did not watch. Was there a formation change in the second half? Kind of went into like a 4-4-1-1-ish. I don't know what to give Jono here. I'd give him a 7, but the goal pushes him up. He's a 7.5 for me. He's a 7.5 for me. I hate putting halves in because it doesn't quite fit on the screen. I am 7.5. I knew it wouldn't fit. It's so annoying. Hold on. Okay, there. 7.5 for Jono. It's goal of the season. Finish of the season so far. But what have you guys said? 7.9. Okay, we're not a million miles off. 0.4 out. Do you guys get what I'm saying when I say he's a bit streaky? Yeah, Brady, you're right. Without that goal, where's it coming from? I don't know, is the question. But I want him more involved. I think there's more to come out of him, is what I'm saying. 7.9 you've gone with. I'm okay with that. At the end of the day, his goal gave us 3 points. I can make my peace with your 7.9. Let's see what you've done. 7.9. Okay. David saying 100% very streaky. Yeah, he kind of fades in the game and then comes back in. But I still love him. Okay. Whatever we give Wood is too high. This is going to be interesting, to say the least. Oh God, I'm scared. I think comfortably the worst player on the pitch. Comfortably. I'm just going through the game in my mind and thinking in my head, did he do anything that was good? He didn't hold the ball up. I think I saw him win one header that he couldn't get to a Forest player. There's nothing much to say. He didn't do much at all. It was like, he was just there. He literally, his name Wood describes what he was today. He was like a planted tree in there. He's like a 2 or a 3 max for me. I give him like a, what should I give him? Am I too harsh if I say a 3? I think a 3. I don't even know what he's done to earn the 3, to be honest. Maybe just being there. Wood did as much as the other forwards, says Tim. Simon saying Wood played better before he trained with the rest of them. Richard saying take Newcastle to court. 10-man team out there today. Wing, I agree with that. I do agree with that. I felt we were carrying some deadwood up there. No pun intended. Jeffrey giving him a 10. I'm giving him a 3. I'm scared to see what you guys gave him. I really am. Are you ready for this? 3, 2, 1. 3.48. He gave him more than I did, man. No way did you go. You nearly got him to 3.5. Wow. I thought I was being generous. 3.48. I have nothing left to say. I really thought you guys would have given him like a 2 and would have ridiculed me. In fact, I have to round that up to 3.5. Wow. I'm speechless. Wait, someone's just bumped him up. He's got 3.51 now. Wood is our cook for second half of season. He's as enjoyable as Root Canal. Bet MMA gave him a 2 and he thought that was, I thought 3. I was like, I gave him a 3 because I thought, okay, he's still not played many games. You know, that old BS. We'll see a better Wood with Scarpa on the pitch, says the Calvin Crow. I'm a little gobsmacked, to say the least. Because I thought there's no way you were going to outscore me. Oh my, gave him a 1. Look, you're scoring him higher. Someone just voted him high. Who was the last person to vote there? You've just pushed his average up. Wow. Okay. Let's move forward and let's talk about the substitutions. So at the moment, you guys are nominating here. You've got Navas, BOLY, Jono, and Gibbs White so far as your man of the matches. Interesting. Okay, I'm not, you know, a mile off. They're trolling it, says Hi-Fi. You know what it is? It's Spacebar in here. I bet Spacebar gave him a 10 trying to force him our way. And there's been a few other Newcastle fans popping in today. I'm gobsmacked. Gobsmacked. All right, let's go to Colback. He was the first sub on, I think. If I can, whoops, let me find him. All right, there he is. I actually didn't think he was too bad today. Stop the stream. Wolverine praising Colback. I actually thought he was okay. I thought he was okay. In that kind of a match, he was okay. Yeah. I still don't understand how O'Brien is out of the squad behind him, but whatever. I'm okay with Colback in that kind of game. I don't think Mangala should have gone off as early as he did. For me, that just didn't make sense. I'm going to give him a solid, remember he's used as a sub, so I'm going to give him a solid 6 out of 10. There, and you can't complain. You guys can't complain and say, I'm not being fair on him, and my Colback agenda, blah, blah, blah. 6 out of 10 is like a 10 out of 10, you know, for when it comes to Colback with me. Watch him outscore the rest of the midfield, says Charlie. Oh, imagine. Imagine. I've seen a few 7s and 8s. Adam Cooper saying 8. David saying 7. It was solid, but again, remember the sub rule. The sub rule, yeah. The sub comes on as a 5 as the average. The starter starts as an average of a 6. So remember that. Let's see. Let's just rip the plaster off. See what you guys have gone here. 6.58. Okay, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. You forgot the sub rule, Tom. There you go. The sub rule. You lot need to remember the rules, man. Do I need to write them down for you? Seriously. The sub rule is an important rule. As we hit with Ruler 14, 8,820 subscribers. You guys are absolute legends. Thank you so much, Ruler, for subscribing. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Wait. Let me see if you're doing your jobs. You're doing your jobs all right on the player ratings. We got 400 of you in here and 163 likes. Let's get those likes to 200, please. If you haven't hit the like button, stop being lazy and hit the like button, please. And thank you. Appreciate it. All right. Next after him. Oh, I'm looking. Oh, what have you guys gone for Serge? I wonder what you've done for. I thought Serge was magnificent when he came on. I think he was Mr. Serge again, Sergeant Serge again. I didn't think he's the Serge we saw over those last 2 games. And when he came on, he changed the game. Nonto was controlling that game 1,000,000%. Serge coming on now. Remember, we're starting in from a base of 5. We've got to be fair here. Had Serge started, I'm close to giving him a 9. Yeah. But I'm playing the sub rule. I'm anything but fair. I don't think he put a foot wrong, and I think he was a lot stronger in the defense than Williams, and he wasn't getting caught ahead of the ball. I mean, it's impossible today for any of our players to get caught ahead of the ball. I'm giving him an 8, guys. I think he's back. I think he's back, and I'm giving him a solid 8 out of 10. Do you guys agree with me or not? I'm seeing a few 8s in the chat. Spurs are 1-0 up. Oh my God. He made an impact. I rated Navas the highest, says Tommy. Okay. Let's see what your fellow chatters rated him, though. Are you guys ready? 7.4. Are you lot using the sub rule? Are you lot using the sub rule on him? Hey, man, you guys need to rewatch. Well, I wouldn't recommend rewatching. It's a pretty boring match. But that change from Williams to Aurier at right back changed the game. 1,000,000%. You guys are harsh. I'm going to call you lot out. You are harsh. He was at least an 8 with the sub rule. That's even with the sub rule. 7.4. No, I'm not impressed with you guys on that one. I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed. But you've spoken. 7.4. Fine, whatever. Okay. Then what happens? Who came on next? I can't remember. Someone tell me. It was Surridge. Surridge came on. Oh, God, that chance he missed, man. That chance he missed. Let's bring Surridge on. Let's bring... Have I got a Surridge? I do. All right, there. That chance he missed was really bad. It was very similar to the one he scored against Swansea in the... When was that? In like the second half of last year? I'm sorry for all of those who say Surridge best finisher in the club and all that crap. Nah, not for me. Was he better than Wood? Yes. Would I say? I'd probably say he was like less crapper than Wood today. That chance he should have scored. Well, I'm not saying he should have scored. He should have hit the target. He should have hit the target. I'm sorry, but he's with the sub rule. Remember the sub rule, guys. Don't forget the sub rule. I know a lot of you are forgetting him. The sub rule. I'm going to give him a 5 out of 10. Average game, average performance. Did okay. Whatever. 5 out of 10. He's just... Surridge is no Sturridge. Okay. Well, what the hell have you guys given him? Surridge did more than Wood all match. Correct, David. That's why I've doubled his score on Wood, to be honest. I'm seeing 6s and 7s. Wow. You guys thought he was that good? Or were you just so happy to see Wood go off? I don't know. All right. Let's see what you actually went. Let me move my head out of the way. 151 of you have voted, and you've given him a 5.7. Fair enough. Fair enough. I think some of you forgot about the sub rule, but you've given him a general average score. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. And then finally, IU came on for like 1 minute, didn't he? I mean, he probably did more in that 1 minute than Wood did all game. Have I got one? Oh, I have. Oh, my guys are on it. My guys are on the ball here. I mean, you can't really do anything, but if you guys haven't given him a 5, then I don't know what you're doing because we didn't see much of him. So I'm just going to give him a 5. He came on for like 2 minutes. Sub rule for... Oh, scheiße. That's so out of place now. That's annoying me. Let's move that. I'm giving him a 5. What did you guys give him? Let's have a quick look. 5.43. All right, I'm not annoyed at you guys. I'm not annoyed at you guys. Tommy couldn't see the wood through the trees. I think 5.43. Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. But you should have given him a 5. It was 1 minute. I mean, come on. Come on. Okay, and then that brings us on to Cooper, and then we got the man of the match to do. So, okay, positives. Job done. 3 points in the bag. Moved 3 points further up than we were. Back into 13th. Good. Other positives. He brought Danilo up at the right time. He looked like he may be losing his head a little. Didn't agree with Mangala coming off. The rest of the subs or whatever. The negatives. Sub average, by the way, 6.27. Thank you, Omai. Omai is always on it. Look, the subs, the timings and things were okay. It was, for me, the outlook of the game was too negative at the City Ground. I thought, if trust me, I've had WhatsApps left, right, and centers from my mates saying, your team is so boring to watch. How can you cuss boring math down when you lot play like that? My message back were, don't care 1-0, don't care 1-0, don't care 1-0. It kind of feels like, someone in the chat said it earlier, and I do agree with it. It feels like we were playing a bit how we were playing in the Villa match, and you know, that little phase of matches against Wolves and stuff, where we're just reconnecting and regelling. I hate using that regelling word. But overall, you have to say 3 points in the bag. Move on to the next 2 matches, which are going to be really difficult. I think 7 out of 10. Not much wrong with what he did today, apart from the negative tactics for me. Negative tactics. We ended up with, how much possession did we end up with? Let me just quickly check. 30% possession against Leeds, who are below us in the table. I'm just saying. 7 out of 10, I think, is fair. What have you guys said? As Ginger, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. You better not have given him a 10, and you better not have given him a 5. 7, all right, we're pretty much on par with each other there. 7.3 is not bad at all. Points in the bag, job done. So, let's talk about man of the match and how that all fits in here. So are we happy with everything you guys have done here? Is it still, has anyone been keeping up? Yeah, we got a point for every 10% possession, Tim, didn't we? All right, so are you guys happy? Give me yeses or nos. This is going to be the short list. Navas, BOLY, Johnson, and Gibbs White. We're just going to go with your list. Unless you gave a sub higher, I don't think you did. Just yes or no, are you guys happy with that four-man list? Give me some yeses or nos. And also, we're over 200 likes. Thank you very much. Keep hitting that subscribe button. Okay, I'm seeing a few yeses. All right, let me start this poll. Man of the match. We got Navas. Wait, what were the other ones? I forgot. Navas, Jono, BOLY, and MG Dub. MG Dub is always making the shortlist. Okay. Get your votes in for man of the match right now. Let's just get that ready and do that. Okay, get your votes in right now for man of the match. Let's see how it's going. 86% already for Navas, as 90 of you have already voted. Jono with 4%, BOLY with 10%, MG Dub picks up 1%. 84, Navas is moving into an unassailable lead already with 85% of the vote. BOLY in second place with 11, and poor old MG Dub holding on for dear life with 1%. 4% for Jono. We have 120 coming in as they come towards the final furlong. Navas in a clear lead, at least 2 furlongs clear of the rest of the field on 85%. BOLY on 10%. 4% for Jono. 1% for MG Dub. Going once, going twice, going 3 times. We'll end the poll right now. And congratulations to K. Lord Navas with a debut performance, a clean sheet, and man of the match. What a job, what a performance, what a 3 points for Nottingham Forest. Guys, I really hope you're enjoying this new player rate, and it is so much fun to hear what you guys think of each player. It's fantastic. I love it. I love it. It's so much fun. The fun doesn't end there. We got the vlog coming out this evening, and we're going to have a party stream at about 8:45. We'll have a couple of the panelists on from FFTV, and we'll probably open it up and get some of your calls on there. So you should apply to be a racing commentator. Right? Fun fact, Jan, I hate horse racing. I think it's one of the most boring sports along that you can have. So guys, go get yourself some dinner. Go get yourself tuned in. I'm going to go and chat to the guys, get the vlog sorted, and then we're going to have some kind of new show. We'll call it FFTV full time or something like that. Look out for that at about 8:45. I've had so much fun with you guys today. I'm so happy about the 3 points. I feel sorry for AFC Richmond because let's face it, that's exactly what they are. We'll see you in a couple of hours, probably for the vlog first, and then we'll jump straight into the stream. So look around at about 8:30. Come on, you Reds. Back into 13th we go.